Hi everyone. Welcome Starlight Midori Land. Sorry about the late start there. Apparently the horizontal YouTube stream needed a good swift kick in the pants. I don't know why. I changed no settings, but for some reason the vertical stream came up. The horizontal stream didn't come up, and I restarted, disconnected, reconnected a couple times, and it just started working. So who is to say? Who truly knows the mysteries of streaming and how any of this stuff really works? I don't. But welcome back, everyone. So 2 days ago, Tuesday, we had an unplanned change in schedule. We had a little tribute to the recently departed, the late Yoshihisa Kishimoto. We played a couple of his early Technos Japan works, your Kunio Kuns and your Double Dragons and whatnot. But we're getting back to the regularly scheduled program this week. And the regularly scheduled program just happens to be games that are about Japanese recording artists and musicians, not just their music, about the actual artists as the framing device of the game, the main characters of the game. Shameless plug time. All of these are featured in this book, Gameplay Harmonies, a book that I wrote, well, a book that I technically wrote back in 2022, but I think it didn't come out until 2024 or something like that. Anyway, it's relatively new in the scope of print media, I suppose. So we're just kind of doing a little tour of some of these games. We're not going to cover every one. I feel like that would be a little too much because some are definitely more interesting than others. We're gonna do our last Famicom game tonight, at least for now. I know someone, I can't remember if it was you, Starlight Midori Land, or if it was somebody else. Someone mentioned Risa no Yosei Densetsu, which I remarked at the time. I did not even know that existed when I wrote the book. And I researched it. It definitely falls within the parameters. However, we're not going to do it tonight. But the good news is that there's at least one other game that I know I missed. Though, to be fair, that game was not emulatable at the time that I wrote that book. It is now. So we are going to circle back probably at the end and do a little bonus round and maybe do some cleanup on the games that I didn't get to write about in the book and so don't know as much about. So we might throw Risa at the end there because it seems pretty interesting with its being like a fantasy RPG and whatnot. So I don't know how that one got by me, but it did. So we'll do our best to make up for that at a later time. But we're still on the Famicom. We're on the Famicom disk system specifically tonight. So last Thursday, to recap, what did we do? We did Teddy Boy Blues, the original arcade version, and a couple of the ports. One for the Sega CD port of the online Mega Drive game that I had never even touched before that stream. It's pretty good version of that game, I'd say, even though it had Ishi no Yoko pretty much completely stripped out of it. But gameplay-wise, it was good. We did All Night Nippon Super Mario Brothers, and we did Seikimatsu, Akuma no Gyakushu is how we closed out the night. Now, I did a thing since that last stream that I feel like I've done to myself before, but will almost certainly continue to do to myself again as time goes by. I talked on that stream about how the Seikimatsu game was, it's not that good. It's really janky. It's weird. But depending on the level of jank and depending on the level of bad, I say things about these games, but then they lodge themselves in my brain and I think about them for a while. And usually what that means is that I have already changed my opinion about them, or I'm going to try to change my opinion on them. And so I do not have it on hand yet, so I can't show it. But I ordered myself, I think it was from a Yahoo auction. No one had it on Mercari. I ordered myself a Seikimatsu Akuma no Gyakushu strategy guide. Because I don't know. Because I have a sickness, I guess, is the real reason why I did that. Even though this game does so many things that I don't like, it handles weird, it has very strange controls, it has the constantly ticking down life. I thought about it after I played it, and I was like, you know what? I wonder if I didn't try engaging this game a little bit more on its own terms, if I wouldn't like it a little bit better. And so I guess I'm going to try and do that. We'll see how that goes, or we'll see if it's just another strategy guide I buy and don't do anything with. But yeah, that's the plan. We're gonna become a professional Seikimatsu Akuma no Gyakushu player, apparently. Boy, oh boy. All right, but enough about Seikimatsu. We have a different Japanese musician to talk about today. And that Japanese musician, my friends, is... let me switch to the right scene here. That Japanese musician is one... Miho Nakayama. I feel like this game, we'll get to the game in a minute, but I feel like this game is probably maybe the most known that I wrote about. But as usual, we like to talk about the artist first, right? So Miho Nakayama is probably also, I think, one of the most famous idol figures in this book. Arguable, we'll get into some ones later, but yes, absolutely, Starlight Midori Land. She unfortunately passed, since I wrote the book, she passed in December 2024 at only the age of 54, which is, you know, very, very young. Her agency's official statement was that she died due to an accident while she was bathing, but there were some... It was known that she was having health problems. She'd had to cancel some shows and things like that. So... you know, how much did the health problems have to do with it? I'm not really sure. But what you're looking at right here is her debut single, Bebop High School. Good evening. Good evening, Enerjax. You're just in time for Nakayama Miho. We were talking about how she tragically passed back in December 2024. This is her debut single, which also corresponds with kind of her breakout role in the film adaptation of the manga Bebop High School, which has been discussed on this stream before as being a Tsupari classic. And I feel like she's kind of a rare idol singer who... Well, it wasn't really rare for idol singers to act and sing, but usually they kind of did one way better than the other, or they preferred one to the other, and then they'd eventually just kind of drop the other one away as they became more known for the one that they actually wanted to do, right? But Nakayama was kind of an exception to that. Like, she continued to do both very, very well throughout her entire career. And she went in fits and starts where she wouldn't sing for a little while and she'd act for a little while because, you know, she's a human being, right? And we can all only do so much at a time. But she was extremely successful in both, right? She sold, you know, millions of copies of certain singles. Hi. We don't need to. We're gonna put on another background here. All right. This is maybe one of her best known songs, I would say. So this is, she performed this song with the rock band Wands, which was the guys that you see behind her there. This song was recorded in the 90s, Sekaiju no Dare Yori Kito, which is something like certainly more than anyone else in the world. This is a theme song for a drama she was doing at the time, and the single sold over 1,800,000 copies. So she had some hits. And even without Wands, obviously, her singles sold very, very well. But this is probably the best-selling thing that she did. And who doesn't love Wands anyway, right? Wands is great. Yeah, you probably heard about it from me, Enerjax. I think I probably talked about this song a little bit with you, maybe when she passed back in 2024, because this is the first song that I think of when I think of her. But she won a bunch of awards for acting, and eventually she dropped out of the entertainment industry for about a decade. She actually moved to Paris with her husband and just spent a decade like raising their kids. So, you know, good on her to just be able to go do that and, you know, live life for a while, right? But back in the 2010s, she made a pretty strong return to the entertainment industry, both acting-wise and music-wise. She started writing columns in women's magazines. The title of the song is Sekai-ju no Dare Yori Kitto, certainly more than anyone else in the world. If you just Google Miho Nakayama wands, you'll get it. It's an extremely well-known song. I can send you the kanji name of it later if you want that. It's literally what they're just singing there in the chorus. But yeah, she passed very suddenly at 54. She was active. She was doing concerts. She was making music again. And it happens to us all, but it happened to her way too early. So that definitely sent some shockwaves through the entertainment industry when it happened, for sure. Just because of how young she was, right? So that is her. And so the game that we're talking about here, as I said earlier, is probably a very, very well-known one. Arguably the best-known one that appeared in gameplay Harmonies. And that, my friends, we're gonna watch some stuff on this in a moment, but that, my friends, is a game that we like to call Idol Hotline, Nakayama Miho no Tokimeki High School. This is an actual disk system, a disk system disc. We'll take it out and examine it here real quick for those of you who have never seen a Famicom disc here. This is what it looks like. This one happens to be blue, and we'll get into why it's blue in just a moment. But yeah, it's a floppy disk. It's a floppy disk that you can put in a Famicom disc reader and play. We are not playing it off of a real Famicom disk system today, though I do have one of those. I just wanted to kind of show this as a prop, and yep, we're gonna get into the whole. It used to be a slime. It's the slime that makes it go, right? It's inside of the disc. They put it in there and make it turn. And we've got a very lovely full color booklet that came with this here that has like a lot of shots, like a lot of promo images of her doing various fun things, holding up. Let's see if we can find the one that I want to find here, the one that I used on the YouTube thumbnail here, which is her holding up the blue disc. All kinds of fun stuff in here. Let's see, we got shots like that. But I think what we want to do here, actually, we'll show one more shot here. This is a good one. Yeah. I know some of the lights are reflecting off of this. We have some of the images in the slideshow, too, that I'm going to show here in a moment. But what I want to do, by way of introducing this, because there are several things to talk about in this game before we get into it, because this is a very special game in a lot of ways. I want to watch the commercial, the television commercial for Nakayama Miho no Tokimeki High School from 1987. And I'm going to pause it here and there just so I can translate the lines. Just so you kind of know what's going on here. And I will turn up the volume on this a bit, because I'm not too worried about this getting copyright striked like I am with the music. We'll start that over. So Let's see if I'm getting the orders right. I'm a translator, not an interpreter. I'm very bad at remembering the sequence of words, but basically she's saying like love, romance, that sort of thing. She's like, won't you make a love story with me? So the idea of this, as we'll get into shortly, is you are romancing Nakayama Miho, not on top of a touch-tone phone, mind you, but she just happens to be on top of a touch-tone phone there.
ファミコンゲーム中山美穂のときめきハイスクール
So she's introducing the game, Famicom game, Nakayama Miho no Tokimeki High School. Was a giant phone before or after the Power Pad? I believe this was before the Power Pad. What year was the Power Pad? Let's see. We're gonna fact check this live on air. I might actually be wrong about this. Let's see here. So yeah, I am wrong about this. So in Japan, so it had quite a lead time in Japan, actually. It released in 1986 in Japan as the Family Trainer. It was released by Bandai in Japan and not Nintendo. So earlier than the giant phone in Japan, but in the States, it was 88 as the Power Pad. So after Family Trainer, before Power Pad, if that makes sense. And the Family Trainer looked quite a bit different. Can she play track? Oh boy, that's wow. I wonder. I unfortunately will never get to ask now. It's a real tragedy, really. So she's saying here, and I'll turn this up a little bit more for the stream. She's introducing the major feature of this game, which is that throughout the game, you're shown phone numbers. These phone numbers are no longer in service, as we'll get to. Well, I should say, these phone numbers are no longer in service for the original intended purposes. They may belong to private people or businesses now, I'm not sure. And you can, well, she'll tell you. So basically she's saying, dial the numbers and listen to the message from her. So, hold on, we'll rewind that part. Miho desu. O denwa arigato. So just, it's Miho. Thanks for calling. I hope the messages were a little bit longer than that. I believe the messages are preserved. The message audio is preserved. I do not have that ready for the stream or anything like that, but I do remember listening to the message audio when I wrote about it for the book. So like that is not a thing that is lost to time, fortunately. Because this has a time limit on it, just like the phone numbers have a time limit on it. She's also saying that you can use something we'll explain in a minute called the disk fax system to send in, we'll get to it, to send in not even really scores, but to send in information from the game and win prizes, win Miho goods. And I'm sure they came in that bag too. I'm sure a Santa Claus-like figure delivered them in that bag. But there is a time limit to it. They didn't want to be doing this forever. So it was from December 19th, 1987 to February 29th the following year, which was kind of the period for all of this. And there's obviously only a certain amount, 16,000, that you could win. And we'll get into what those presents, the Miho goods were in a second. So the love's destination is all up to you. And hold on, we gotta blast the disk system jingle here because I'd forgotten about this. So the disk, it sends you dreams, the disk system. And then yume ippai disku, so a disk full of dreams, and then that's Diskun, their mascot. So if you're unfamiliar with the disk system, this is a good introduction to it, I would say. So what we're going to do now is switch to images. which I have prepared. These are some, yep. Dark Tetsuya, welcome. When Discoon becomes available as an NSO icon, I knew I had to put him on my profile. Yes, Discoon. I feel like the real wasn't Discoon like a trophy or an assist or whatever in like Smash Brothers Brawl or something? I'm not a big Smash Brothers guy, but I've played them all at least a little bit. And I feel like only the real sickos recognized Discoon when he came up. And I was definitely one of those sickos, even back during the Smash Brothers Brawl era. So yep, we have, I picked a couple of the images from the book I was flipping through earlier to kind of show up close here. That's Miho holding the Famicom controller and telling you how to use it in this game. This is a very, very complex game. You have 2 buttons, cancel a command and enter a command. And because this is sort of a point and click adventure game. I mean, you're not pointing and clicking because you're not using a mouse, you're using a controller, but like that type of adventure game where you're choosing from menus. And honestly, a lot of that is down to the time frame in which this came out, right? Which is hot on the tail of a Famicom game, not a Famicom Disk System game, but a Famicom game that was very, very popular called Portopia Renzoku Satsujin Jiken, which is like the Portopia serial case murders. And it was one of the first sort of, point and click style adventure games on the Famicom. And then all of these started copying it as a result of that. So, yep, we've got Nakayama showing you how to use the Famicom controller. Pretty sure we all know how to do that. We've got the close-up of her holding the cool blue disc here. And let's get into what that blue disc meant real quick. So I go into a lot more detail about this in the book, but this has everything to do with something called the disk fax service. And in fact, the better part of this book is dedicated to giving you locations of all the places in all the prefectures of Japan that have active kiosks and equipment for the disk fax service, no matter where you are, so you know exactly where you can go to take advantage of this. That is like a significant portion of this manual. And what the disk fax service was is if you had a blue Famicom disk, blue was used to indicate the ones that were compatible with this, a store would have a special machine that would read things off of the disk. And it depends on what the game is, what it would read, obviously. I'm sure there was, code written there to determine what it was sending off to Nintendo. But it would read things like high scores or progress or whatever, anything that could be written to the disk, right, for it to read later. And it would submit them to Nintendo via fax. And as we saw, for a limited time, you could enter to win one of 2 prizes, which we will get to here and talk about what these prizes were. But you could win one of 2 prizes if you had a red or a blue ribbon next to your save file, which indicated you'd completed the game with one of 2 possible endings. So it was essentially reading it to see if you'd beaten the game. If you used the disk fax system without beating the game, you wouldn't be entered to win a prize, but you would get like a message like displayed on a screen or something, from Nakayama Miho, right? I'm sure. But, just encouraging you or maybe like giving you a hint or something like that, saying, hey, God, you can do it, buddy. You can beat that game. You can get those ribbons. So the prizes in question here are a signed telephone card. and any of you who know about the history of Japanese pop culture, especially as it relates to games, know that telephone cards were big collectible items and still are collectible items for old people probably. But I mean, I have a feeling that the average age of viewers on this stream probably know what a telephone card is and what its practical purpose was. I feel like we're probably all old enough for that. But I feel like in America, they were just very utilitarian, right? Like very rarely did we have like ones with designs and things like that. It was just the thing that you went up to get at the 7-Eleven or whatever, and you used to make your long distance calls, right? But Japan sort of turned them into collectibles as well. And so you can win a signed telephone card, or you can win a special videotape. And did I not put a closer up image of the telephone card on there? Or is this just not... Oh, it's because I'm hitting the wrong key, stupid. There is the close-up of the telephone card. She's got the updo there. And there's her signature. And Starlight Midori Land mentions this was the first dating sim before Tokimeki Memorial popularized the dating sim genre. Absolutely. This is a very important game in multiple ways, like I said. But before we watch a portion of the special video that came out, because again, this video is preserved. You can download it on archive.org. You can watch it on YouTube. You can watch it in many different ways. But let's just kind of talk real quickly about the pedigree behind this, because this was published by Nintendo and at least partly developed by Nintendo. But there is someone maybe did a fan translation of it, but there was at one point a Japan-only Iwata Asks interview between Hironobu Sakaguchi, and formerly of Squaresoft, Square Enix. I'm sure a lot of you know Sakaguchi from the Final Fantasy series, if nothing else. He's with Mistwalker now. That's his studio. But, he was the big guy. He was the big wheel down at the Square Enix factory. Between him and Yoshio Sakamoto of Nintendo, who you know for directing various entries in the Metroid series. He's basically the Metroid guy. And they work together on this project. And they kind of talk a little bit about how they did it and how it went. But the short version of the story is that Square came to Nintendo with this and pitched it to them, and they said, "We want to make a game that uses the telephone." And that's it. That kind of was their idea. It wasn't super fully formed, but they really wanted to make a game where making actual phone calls on a telephone was a key part of it. And so actually in that sense, it really makes sense that a telephone card was one of the prizes, right? I'm just kind of putting that together just now. But there's an interview with those two, and it mentions that Sakamoto had recently become interested in the point-and-click adventure genre, and so he took the role of like director, scenario writer, and designer alongside Sakaguchi. And they decided that they wanted to use a celebrity instead of creating a new character. And at the time, Nakayama had been consistently getting #1 singles with pretty much everything she did. So they went with her. And of course, if you know Sakamoto's body of work, he went on to direct the Famicom Detective Club games, which, now have more modern day Switch releases. But at the time were Famicom Disk System games that didn't leave Japan outside of fan translations. And so it's very easy to see how him working on a game like this led to him expanding out and doing the Famicom Detective Club games, right? That's not a huge stretch by any means. Yep, Gunpei Yokoi, who is involved with Punch-Out and Game Boy. I'm not sure to what capacity he was involved in this. I admit, I had heard his name thrown around, but Sakamoto and Sakaguchi are, I would say, probably the two most heavily involved folks on this. So let's go to another video real quick. We're just going to take a quick look at the special video that came with this. right about now. And again, I'll pause it here at different points to do quick translations. We're only really going to watch the intro, and then we'll kind of skip through the rest of it just to sort of see what it's all about before we get into the game here. And I am going to do a full playthrough of this game tonight. I have a Japanese guide that I'm using for it, but I'm going to do a full playthrough. Hello, Red Spectra. We're just we're introducing. Welcome to high school. Welcome to Japanese high school. We're about to go in, but we're playing the promotional video that came, or not that came with, that you could win if you use the disc fax service to submit your completed save from Nakayama Miho no Tokimeki High School to Nintendo. This video is one of the prizes you could be entered to win.
Nakayama Miho です。これすっごく難しいでしょ。
So she opened with, introducing herself. This is Miho Nakayama, pointing at the game. This is really hard. And she does another take of it.
Nakayama Miho です。これすごく難しいでしょ。アイドルホットライン中山美穂のときめきハイスクール。このゲームの中のあなたのゲームの中の私は素直でしたか?
So then she proceeds to say, introduce the game and say, was the version of me in this game, how to translate Sunao in this case? If you look up Sunao in a dictionary, it will be like docile or meek, and it can mean that, but it doesn't. I don't really think she's using it like that in this case. I think maybe she means something more like affable, like did it work out? Did we get along? Maybe that's me reading too much into this, but oh, you read about it in the book today. Thank you. You're doing Red Spectra's doing the homework, everyone. You should all be more like Red Spectra. Yeah, that's a good, okay. That's Sunao is one of those words that has like a lot of meanings. It's one of those dictionary entries that is like pretty long. That's probably a good translation for it too, like honest and humble. And especially in the context of what she's going to say next, I actually think that your reading of that probably makes more sense, Enerjax.
それだけが心配でした。
So it's like I was worried about that. I'm worried about that.
でもね、本当の私はもうちょっと素直でもうちょっと優しいかもしれません。
And then she says, but, the real version of me might be more honest and humble and might be more kind.
何回もチャレンジしてくれた人には分かってもらえると思いますけども、それでは今日は特別に、私の素顔を皆さんにお見せしたいと思います。スタート。
And then she says, I know a lot of you have, probably been challenging the game over and over again, but today I'd like to show you like a glimpse of the real me. Stato. And we're not going to go through, the whole 15 minutes of this, obviously, but basically what this is it's kind of like it's kind of a day on the town, or a day on the job, maybe, I guess, with Miho Nakayama, like going to her shoots and things like this. And so you like get sections of her moving helping set up cameras, I guess. And walking through department stores. Oh, was that a Famicom that we saw the little girl going up to? Hold on, I kind of wanna. Oh yeah, totally. There's a Famicom sitting on top of a disk system set up there. If you can see that. Unknown what was in it. Probably a non-zero chance it was her game, right? We got a stuffed animal there. Is that a gorilla? We got a gorilla. And what else we got here? We got it at the studio. Being a camera operator, I'm sure she knows how to do that. And you know, this kind of thing, right? So like it's a video for Nakayama Miho fans, basically, of which she's got the milk coffee in the juice box. I've had milk coffee before, you know, before I started drinking like real coffee, but I don't think I've ever had it in the juice box. What what are everyone's favorite juice boxes? Milk coffee good, real coffee better. Not that I'm trying to throw shade at anyone who likes milk coffee. It's how I got my start. It's how I learned to appreciate the taste of coffee. So I can't fault anyone for drinking milk coffee. What do we got? We got Christmas lights. Samui. It's cold. Cold shoot in front of a Christmas tree. What are you eating? What are you eating, Miho? What do you got there? What are we snacking on? Can we even really tell? Come on, I want to see the food. I want to see the food. It's a... She's having an Uncrustables weekend. Okay, come on. This is about where food was, right? I have a feeling it's going to be like barely in the frame, so we probably won't actually even really be able to tell, but I feel like she's definitely filming a commercial here, right? Or maybe a scene for a longing scene of her from like a music video or something. From the Japanese Uncrustables commercial, no doubt. Okay, where? Come on. Show me. Okay, you're getting flowers. You were eating something at some point. Where was that? Yeah, now I'm not going to be able to find it again. I really want to find it. Windows Media Player, which is the media player I could get to work for this, has big skip intervals, which maybe I can change, but... well. Oh. Yeah, see, I feel like it's... If I skip... Okay, maybe if we just go from here and let it play for a second. UCC coffee? Yeah, I mean, UCC is well, okay. Harahetta, so like I'm hungry, but it doesn't say what's the over under on what that is. Oh, it totally is a taiyaki, isn't it? Good eyes. Good eyes. Yeah, that shape. Yeah, I drink I get a Boss coffee every once in a while. I mean, when I'm in Japan, like I get a lot of canned coffee. I get better coffee too, but you know, sometimes you're walking around from book off to book off, and you want a nice coffee, and you don't want to sit down in a cafe and get it. And so every once in a while, I'll get some kind of a Boss. But here, like I have a pretty nice coffee setup at home for iced or hot. So I tend to make my own coffee unless I'm out somewhere and can't do that. So yeah, totally a taiyaki. A taiyaki, a very good choice with a canned coffee. If you're out and about, I would say. I've definitely done a taiyaki and a canned coffee before. Now I really want taiyaki, looking at that. All right. I did not think we'd be watching Nakayama Miho eat taiyaki this evening, but here we are. All right. So with all that background, let's actually get into it here. We're going to go to high school. We're going back to high school. We're going to load up the disc. In just a moment here. No. No, thank you very much. And we'll see how the sound is here for the stream. 60% is probably pretty good. Chotto matte ne, as it says. You nice Miho-esque, I guess, loading message, right? Maybe we can put that down to about here. Actually turn mine down a little bit too. Oh no, sorry, I'm turning down the wrong one. I know how to do things. I promise. Okay. Now, we are going to turn mine down. Okay, there we go. All right, anyway, this is Nakayama Miho no Tokimeki High School. Nakayama Miho's heart-pounding high school. Full disclosure, I am using a walkthrough for this. This is not a super long game, but I have not played this enough to memorize it. Adventure games, I like them. They're not my thing necessarily. And so I like to play the culturally important ones, but oh, actually, let's look at some things in here real quick first, just to kind of back up. Welcome to Tokimeki High School, everyone. We're gonna look at the service data here real fast. This is a message from Miho, even though that's Disc-kun up there. So, are you having fun with Nakayama Miho no Tokimeki High School? You still want more? Yeah, well, after all, if you're not here, then there's no drama, right? The drama cannot begin. So hurry up and start the game. I'm waiting. And then she says some announcements for us. So this is about the disc fax service that we talked about. This is the period in which you can submit to win your prizes. And she's now talking about the phone numbers, which are only going to be in service. So this game came out, I believe, in December of 1987. And so the phone numbers are only going to be in service until May of the following year, May 31st. So they had a lifespan on them from the beginning. Please don't call people's houses when they get these phone numbers when they're freed up. And then she's saying, make sure that you take, memos from the message, because she gives you hints, right, when you call these phone numbers. So the idea is to write down what she's saying to give you hints to go through the game. We obviously won't be doing that because we can't call these phone numbers, and I have the internet, and the internet can just give me all the hints. So that's her message there. Name. Okay, so we can specify we can fill out a little card for ourselves here. Oh, and look at this. It actually allows Romaji too, which is not always the case in games like this. I'm trying to think how we... Nandake Ken? Ken? Nande Ken? It's like these little shortcuts to like put in just Chol, Kun. I don't know why. Yeah, I don't know. That's weird. That's very strange. So how do I backspace? Banchi. How do I backspace? Or am I stuck with this terrible name? Oh, is it like here or something? Oh no, let's go to the next one. All right. Oh god, no, this is not what I wanted to do at all. Can I like skip around to the next... No? It seems like there's a better way that they could have handled this. Unless I'm just being a fool. Okay, cool. So we can go back around. All right, let me see if I can like... do this a little bit better here. We can do OMP-kun. That's fine. It looks like it put OMB-goon in there, though, which is kind of weird, but whatever. We'll choose to read it as kun. Nenne, so this is my age. I'm not 21. My address, I am not doing this. Oh my god, it says OLP. Oh my god, okay, we can't have that. Hold on. We're skipping all through this again. One more time. Now, why did it put the G in there? Oh, because it's hard to see, but it is on there. Why would it be, like, I can see kun as a suffix, but why would it put, that's just strange. All right, we'll just go with this. Save this. Chotto matte ne. All right, and I'm going to do my best to translate my way through this. I don't remember the dialogue in this game being particularly difficult. There may be some things I run into here and there. Okay, why did it go back to this? Can I just... Okay, there we go. The name Gunther was... Yes, the very Japanese name Gunther. Absolutely, it was absolutely popular. All right, we're going to start a new game. Wait, then what was the purpose of me? I wonder if the registration section was just for disc fax stuff. Oh, it must have been, right? Because it had like address and things in there. So I guess you were meant to put that in there to communicate with the disc fax service. So this is your in-game name. All right, it did not occur to me at the time for whatever reason. But it is definitely dawning on me now. 4 whole characters for the name, right? Yeah, they're giving you a lot. They're giving you a lot to play with. Boy, let's see here. I usually for these things do this. And okay, at least in this one, what do you call them? Like the to make it a B or make it a P is sometimes an extra character, but this time they're giving it to you, so they're being downright generous compared to some games. So we'll go Wamipo. Okay. Chotto matte ne. 4 whole characters. The things you can do with 4 whole characters. You sure can't write Gunther. I can tell you that much. ここは私立Tokimeki学園. Okay, 私立Tokimeki 学園. Okay, so it's like the name of the school. Okay, so this is the first day. Forgive me for I don't want to camp out too much on some of these translations and bore y'all. Especially because this is all in hiragana, and we talked about this on another stream, but like this is like the dream as an early Japanese learner. But when you get far enough and you learn enough kanji, reading this is kind of a nightmare. Like it actually does take me like a lot of extra parsing time now to read things that are all in hiragana and like suss out what we're actually looking at here. So basically what we're saying here is I wonder what kind of school life is in store for us. Yosh, gambaru zo. Here we go. We're going into the school. Okay, I thought I did push A, but fine. Oh, okay, we're already flipping the disc. I believe that RetroArch gives us. Yeah, right. Right, Fight Club. Like your brain is looking for the kanji for gakko for sure. We want to next disc. How do we do this? I probably should have looked this up before I did this. So next disc must be. wonder if I can just... Okay, I can't hit a button. I would think that looking in disk eject toggle, maybe it's that. Okay, at the risk of... Okay, core does not support disk control. So then, is it the core that I used? We can definitely do a different core. Sorry, I'm doing some on-stream Googling here for how the hell... I figured it would actually just be an entry in one of these menus, but it does not seem... Okay, we might actually be able to map controls to change disk sides. Hold on, give me just a second here. I think we can remap them in the core. So let's go into our core options here real quick in our controls. Take a look at this. Let's see. So I'll take, for example, the R shoulder button. Can I... Yeah, here we go. All right, so we can map the R shoulder button to switch disk side. Okay, now we should be cooking. Maybe? Maybe not. What? What? How is that possible? Is this emulator going to shut me down? Is that what's going to happen here? Insert next disk. So it looks like it actually already mapped L and R to the different disk things. So let me... One second. Okay, A/B side. Let me actually just try resetting this quickly. Maybe me doing something in here screwed around with that a little bit. This is not a problem I thought that I was going to have. I can bring up real FDS hardware if need be. I've got some downstairs that I can hook up to the RetroTink here, and we can get that going, but I'll need to take a quick break for that. Let's just see if we can get this going real quick. We'll kind of skip through what we did before there. Yeah, it seems weird. That's a pretty basic functionality of a core that supports Famicom Disk System. Seems like that would just work. All right. Okay. Okay. That's good. Maybe I was like spamming the button or something and it screwed it up. Okay. We're good. A day of technical difficulties because the horizontal YouTube stream did also not want to start earlier this evening until I restarted it like 3 times. So right about on track based on that. All right. So the lessons for the first day have ended. And boy, this is as you can see, this is a very big-headed looking guy who appeared in front of our main character here. Yeah, so I guess he's identifying you as a fellow weirdo, which is I don't think we're quite a weirdo on his level, not to body shame or anything, but こんな時期に転校してきよって So like if we're transfer student. He may have also just been a transfer student. And if you know anything, Fight Club here probably maybe hears people talk like this where they live, because this is, you get some lovely kansai ben here. Wai no namae wa Yamamura Sadakichi ya. So very kansai accent here, with his, though I do not think speaking kansai means that you have these weird sort of like this face that's just kind of going like this all the time. And he really values like, how to put it, like manly friendships, I guess. I don't know a better way of putting it than that. So he's trying to ingratiate himself with us as a fellow weirdo here. And so we have some different options here, as is typical for an adventure game. We can look, examine, I guess. We can talk. We can sit. Or no, sorry, touch. I had a wrong syllable there. So, you know, I don't know all the adventure game parlance. Maybe this is examine, implying that you're touching it or whatever. Or like examine your inventory. So, according to my walkthrough, we want to look/examine. And we want to, and we get a little cursor here. Look at this. We can look at different things. But we want to look at this goofball. And we're noticing that he has a Nakayama Miho telephone card. So that means something here. And so now I guess that means he's worth our time to talk to, because he has a Nakayama Miho telephone card. Sono teraka Miporin no janai. So like, I guess her nickname is Miporin. I'm not enough of a fan to know what the nicknames are, but that seems to be the case here. And so, yeah, it's like, actually I have the same one. Ne. Tokimeki High School no tere ka hoshii to omoenai. So like, I'm not sure if he's saying like, don't you think you want like a telephone card for Tokimeki High School? Or maybe that was a song of hers or something. I don't know. Anyway, like I said, this is not going to be perfect. I'm not going to give it a ton of thought. So as we go, so moving on. It's like, oh, you're a Miho fan too. You're a Miho-chan fan too. So did you know? I'm gonna tell you a secret. Her telephone card service, like she has a telephone service. And the number is, you have to push A, find out the number. Oh, somebody call that number right now. Fight Club, call that number. Call it. And ask for Nakayama Miho. I'm sure she'll pick up. All right, so you're meant to write down the phone number and call it for a hint, is the flow here. So now we're back to our menu. So we've gotten our hint, and maybe it would tell us something along the lines of talking to him or whatever. But we're supposed to talk to him. So here we go. Okay, so he's going to show us around. We are new after all. So should we leave it to him? Should we trust him? I think we will. So we're gonna choose the option here that says change location. So this isn't, I don't think, really one of those adventure games where we get to choose, oh, I want to go here, I want to go here, I want to go here. I think it's a little more streamlined than that. So it's basically just like move locations, go somewhere else. And it just kind of takes you where it's going to take you. So we're in the hallway now. Oh, we've run into somebody. Look at that. we ran into a girl as we went out the door. I wonder who this could be. Kya! We apologizing. Gomen, daijoubu. And so now we're gonna get a close-up scene here. We gotta load the close-up scene. Hold on. Chotto mate ne. And this mysterious girl also apologizes. She was kind of spacing out. Sorry, I'm just in such a hurry. Wow, that was quick. Who was that? That was absolutely not Nakayama Miho from the next class over. You see, I mean, she was wearing glasses, right? It can't be the same person with glasses. And also, her name is Nakayama Mizuho, not Nakayama Miho. No relation whatsoever. Sorry, Takayama Mizuho. I apologize. My brain filled in the syllable there. It is Takayama Mizuho. So after this, I believe we are talking, though we might have just done the talk, but let's see. Okay, so, yeah, so it's like, oh, you're interested in her, huh? Well, she's not, she is a busy person, legally and medically distinct from Miho. Yes, absolutely. It's a different name. It's wearing glasses. It's how can you even make that mistake? It's absurd. Oh, sorry. We want to examine and we want to look at this thing that is dropped right next to him. We can see there's something on the ground here. Let's see what this is. It's a little rabbit, Usagi no maskoto. So like kawaii na. It's like it's cute. So we've examined that, and now because we've examined it, we can pick it up. And we're gonna pick it up. Takayama Mizuho may have dropped this, I suspect. It's like, all right, I'm gonna return it to her, and then our new friend here is saying, no, I can give it back to her. It's fine. Yeah, I think that Sadakichi there has some sort of medical condition. Yep, she put glasses on once and she just disappeared. It's crazy. It's just, all right. Oh. But we got some new folks here. So Sadakichi is telling us, the noisy ones, the bothersome ones are here. So these three girls says, michatta, like we saw it. Lucky Boots cut. Yeah, you bumped into that girl earlier. Tokimeki kanji chatta desho. So like you really got your heart pumping, didn't it? Woo! So we're being made fun of here. So the three girls went away. And it's like, what? What was that just now? And so now we are going to talk again, I believe. So those were Torimaki. So I think this is so there's a character that we'll meet shortly named Shimizu Erika, who is the protagonist of this, you could say. And I think those were her lackeys, her crew, however you prefer to put it. Shimizu Erika, who's that? And she is like the rich girl of the school, basically. She's pretty, she's rich, she's got it all. She's got a very a very rigid personality too. And here she is. So it's like, who, and she's talking very like, very like a rich person would too. She's like, who has summoned me here? I'm Shimizu Erika. She had style, she had flair, she was there. I don't know. I mean, maybe we don't really get a close up on Shimizu Erika, I don't think, like you did with Nakayama Miho, but I don't know. She doesn't seem that special to me. But I don't know. And then all of a sudden he's Sadakichi, your buddy's kind of getting scared, so he's a little intimidated. Yo, are you Erika ha? Are you on is this the side you're taking in the Nakayama Miho versus Sadakichi, or sorry, versus Shimizu Erika battle? The battle of the best girl. You're going for the rich girl. All right. So now that she's appeared, we're going to talk to her. Yeah, and so Sadakichi's just completely tongue-tied here, and he's konnichiwa. We're just, giving her a nice greeting. Ara, anata ne, kyou tenko. And so you're the one who just transferred here today, right? And introducing herself. And from here, we have spoken to her. I think we may have to speak to her again. Yes, we do. And so it's like, if you're having, any sort of difficulties, let me know if you need anything, basically. And I can talk to my dad for you. So she's already like pulling the rich girl, my dad's got money. I can talk to daddy. I can get money from daddy. And so, Erika, they call her Erika-sama because they're, her crew, I guess, is like, she likes you. You should be grateful for this. Adults don't run this school. I do. Yeah, she's definitely the Ojo-sama who probably is that, right? Very, very classic, like, high school drama, Japanese high school drama sort of situation, right? I'm the rich, the wealthy businessman's daughter, and so you're gonna do what I say, or else my dad's gonna, my dad will make sure you never work in this town again. And Odamari, she's telling him to shut up. Like, we'll see each other again. And then, yeah, she has the I can't do a great, the Ojo-sama laugh. But that's definitely what they were going for here. She's got a crew, which means she's friendly. Dramas have been built on less. It's true. Yeah, we got a solid plot here, if nothing else. And so Erika and crew have left. Yeah, so it's like, listen, buddy, don't get yourself involved with her. Like, stay away from her. All right, and so now we can change locations. And so now, Yana Yatsuni. Okay, so now we've got the another guy here who I believe is a teacher, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I wonder if Demon Kogure can do a Ojo-sama laugh. He can definitely do a laugh, but it isn't particular. His is he's more of like the horror laugh than the. There we go. Okay, so Super Kiza Otoko. Okay. Sujimasa Omiya is his name, I guess. Yanayatsu. So like they're calling him an unpleasant guy. Oh, it's the transfer student. You don't know, you don't know any better. So in order to not embarrass you, I'm gonna, give you some advice, give you a warning. Okay, so like everybody is into that girl. Like everybody likes her. So like otaku, I don't know, I guess maybe he's using attack in this case in the sense of like, going after her in a romantic way or something. So it's like it's no use going after her. Quick, you just want me to confess to everyone. You want me to confess to every single person who comes onto the screen. This is unreasonable. What kind of a transfer student do you think I am here? All right. So after he appears, we are gonna talk to him. Okay, so he just left. Great. Yeah, so like Yana Yatsuda. I really don't like that guy. All right, and now they're back. Where did they appear from exactly? And then they're like, what's going on with you guys? Sushi-san no warui kuchi ga yuanai de. So don't say bad things about Tsuji-san. Tsuji-san is so cool and he's so smart. So we clearly something is going on here. And he's rich. Okay, so I think we see really what's going on here. It's completely unlike you guys. Yeah. And they've gone again. And so now that they have appeared, we want to talk again. Yep, they're a bunch of weirdos is what they are. Let's go, return they're calling it a mascot, like a little stuffed animal. And it's like, this looks like there's somebody, there's somebody still in that room who hasn't gone home yet. I hear a woman's voice. I hear a girl's voice. So I think that's cluing us in that we want to look. We want to peep. We want to look into this room. Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, I guess we really are peeping. All right. Yeah, hentai, chikan, hentai. Yeah, get out of here. Get out of here. Okay, is this now? Yep, you got welcome, Ted Bob. You got it. This is indeed the face expression game. The actual expressions don't come into it right away. Like picking the right expressions doesn't happen right away, but it does happen when you get a little bit into the game. So I'm using a walkthrough on the other monitor here. So like we'll be getting to that part. But apparently it is girls who are changing in not a locker room. They seem to be changing in a regular classroom, which I guess is maybe a thing. Is there any reference to the phone calls, though? I couldn't find any when I ran through this. Well, so you missed the first one. You'll be seeing some other ones, and maybe you noticed these but didn't put it together. But during certain parts of the game, a phone number will appear on screen. And so the idea is that you were supposed to call that number and you were supposed to listen to the pre-recorded message from Nakayama Miho and like get a hint as to what you were supposed to do next. So like it isn't an integral part of the game. Even back then, you could have just brute forced your way through it, or I'm sure they made guides or something like that, right? So like you don't need it to get through the game, but it was just sort of their tie-in for what the phone calls we're supposed to be, if that makes sense. Yeah, and in my defense, these girls should not be changing literally in their classroom. I agree with this. Sorry, I have a hair that I catch sight of every once in a while that I'm trying to get off here. Cats. So get out, perverts. Yep, let's run. Let's run for it. We don't want to mess around with this. So we're getting out of here. Yes, I believe they have been. I probably have it buried in my bookmark somewhere, but when I was doing research for this for the book, I definitely ran into where they are archived. There is some Japanese site that has them. I have the note of it somewhere. We're not going to be integrating this into the stream. Unfortunately, I didn't want to do that much planning for this, so that would be kind of a neat thing to do someday, to like pull up if they've recorded like what messages go to what numbers. It would be kind of a neat thing to like play the message. So maybe when I get enough space from this stream, like in some future one, and I decide I want to play this again, maybe we'll orchestrate that. That's a really good idea. It was a thing when you taught in a high school. One homeroom would be for the boys and the other girls, and the students would change very quickly. Okay. All right. Okay, so maybe that's kind of what this is supposed to be. I do not have experience teaching in I really don't have any experience with being in a Japanese high school in any way, shape, or form. So, and I've watched plenty of school dramas, but I haven't internalized any scenes of like changing or anything like that. Anyway, so we've done that. We've looked in the room, and now I believe we want to talk to the very person who we want to give the, it's like she's yelling at us. She's like, "What are you guys doing?" So we're going to talk to her. I'm sorry. Conning. Yeah, it's like, boys they really are perverts, aren't they? Oh, that stuff thing you've got there. So I assume we're supposed to hand it over to her at this point. Yes, watasu, we're handing it over. Giving her back her, yep, we're handing over the mascotto. All right. Oh, yeah, we get our theme song in the close-up here. Ah, that's my mascot. I'm so glad you found it. You picked it up, right? And now, suddenly, when we give her back her mascot, she's willing to forgive us for our perceived crimes against the girls of this high school, apparently. That's all it takes. I thought I lost it for good. This is like my good luck charm. Ah, it's that time already. Sorry, I gotta go. She's rushing around everywhere all the time. I wonder why she's rushing around everywhere all the time and why she might be on such a tight schedule. Certainly not because she's a pop idol who is also going to high school. That couldn't possibly be true, right? Really, thank you. It's like, but really, you can't be peeping. See you later. Yeah, in American high schools, I do not think... I mean, I don't want to say no one's ever changed in a classroom. I'm sure it's happened. But I have certainly not witnessed anyone changing in a classroom, personally, nor have I done it myself. So... all right. It's like, I got so surprised. But Mizuho-chan, she's so cute. Kawaii. Let's see. So, and now that you mention it, she kind of looks like Nakayama Miho, don't you think so? No, glasses, different name. It can't be. It's like, now Now that you mention it, yeah, kinda. I think shortly we're gonna get another phone number. And this is, I believe this is your journalist brother. Yeah, we're back at home now. You had him saying "Tadaima," like I'm back home. Welcome back, Red Spectre. I can't remember if you left before the first time we met. Takayama Mizuho, our classmate Takayama Mizuho, not Nakayama Miho. She has glasses. She has a different name. It's not the same person. It's not the same person at all. But we've met her. And we gave her back her little stuffed animal that we dropped when we bumped into her. And now we're back home. We're back home from school for the day. And I believe this is the main character's brother. No, no, but Ubersaurus, are you going to tell me to confess to my own brother now? Is that what's next? Okay. Oh, Samui. So must be winter. It's cold outside. It's like your mom back, who you can see the lower half of her in the kitchen back there behind the Noren. Like, oh, how was school? Confess. Yeah, it's you guys just want me to confess to everyone. He does have the exhausted expression of a journalist. Yeah, I think that's what they were going for. Also, don't all journalists have to smoke cigarettes? Is that a prerequisite as well? I kind of feel like it might be, right? Anyway. So let's see here. It was okay. But more importantly than that, dinner. Where's dinner? When's dinner? I'm hungry. Gohan. And so we're going to talk with Aniki. Aniki! There he is. I think let's call him Aniki. They don't even give him a name. Aniki! It's like, oh, hey, you got a call from a girl. It's like you're already doing this, huh? You perv. Here's the number that they left. So this is the number of the girl who called us at home that we're about to get here. We're about to see on screen. Write it down, everyone. Call this number. Call this number right now to talk to Nakayama Miho. She really wants to talk to you. She's very grateful for you returning her stuffed animal. I'm sure. Dina desu ka? Dina desu ka? All right, everybody write the number down. You got this? When I go off the screen, it's going away. So be sure you got it. All right. Gonna hit the button. And your character says, Mizuho-chan, Mizuho-chan. It's like, well, you're the transfer student, so I guess it can't be helped. I guess there's some inherent mystique and attractiveness in being a transfer student, I guess. I don't think we get to see what they have for dinner, unfortunately. It's like, and to think that she'd called me.
Arigato, I love you. Thank you. Thank you, thank you.
Ooh, arigato, I love you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, Ted Bob, for gifting the subscription to, I believe that's read Kuzunosuke. Kuzunosuke-san, welcome. Irashaimase. Right. Where were we? But thank you for the gift sub, though. Much appreciated. You got that art money. You got that Nakayama Miho money to just gift subs to people. Who knew? All right. I think we're about to go back to the classroom here. Okay, so yep, it's after school the next day. Right, yeah. I don't know. You at least have some amount of money because you're throwing around the Nakayama Miho dollars. That's all I know. Thank you. It's like, hey, do you know, have you seen Takayama-san? Takayama Mizuho-san? I think that's a face that has been pistol whipped. I think that's why he looks the way he does. I strongly suspect. I don't know if they were trying to do like, it's a goofy guy from Osaka and he's got a goofy face. Like I have never seen a person from Osaka who looked like that, but you know, so I think they're being a little unfair there, but, okay, so she took the day off of school today. So, you know, her mom called in sick. It's like, do you think she's got health problems? It's like, oh, really? I'm worried about her. I wonder if she caught a cold or something. Well, you know, I guess there's nothing we can do about it. Time to go home. And just like that, I think we end up back at home. Yep. Aniki's not here anymore. So we're back home. It's like, oh, what's wrong? You don't seem in such a good mood, Mom says. It's like, yeah, I'm feeling a little down. Okay, so it looks like your Aniki wants you to call him, and he's left you the number. We got another number, people. Ready? This is Aniki's number. You can call Aniki and confess to him yourself. Aniki! Here it is. Aniki's number. Make sure you write it down. Everybody got it? All right, you got it. Call Aniki and tell him you love him. He's your brother, after all. It's like, I wonder what he wanted. And then you, because this is how brothers are, naturally say like, yeah, it's no big deal. It's like, oh, but there's a photo of some girl on the table there I saw. Like, is that yours? Says Mom. And so I assume we're gonna examine it. Yes, we are. We're gonna boop, 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 boop. Move our little cursor over to the... Okay, so it's yeah, he's a photojournalist too, apparently, because this is a photo that was taken by Aniki. So now we can pick it up. Ba-ba-ba-ba! Oh, it's a photo of Nakayama Miho holding... I wonder what that is that she could be holding there. It's like, yeah, but looking at her in here, she really does look like Mizuho, doesn't she? Wonder. And so we are going to look at, yep, as I figured, the little guy that she's holding right here. That stuffed animal. It's like she was off from school today. Could it be that she's really? I'm gonna make sure at school tomorrow. I'm gonna solve this mystery. Gonna solve the mystery, everyone. I still don't think it could be her. I mean, it's glasses. She has glasses. And her name's different. Can't be her. Okay, so the next day after school, will we find out, is Takayama Mizuho actually your idol, Nakayama Miho? So we're gonna talk for starters. And we're asking about Takayama-san again. Has anyone seen her? Okay, so she's in the music. She's in the music room. And so I think we're going to move to the music, or we're going to move out into the hallway. And what sort of adventures are we going to have out here in the hallway when we choose to move again here? Oh, this is definitely a Kyoto. So Kyoto is what, like the it's literally like head teacher, but like I guess like a vice principal would probably be what we would call such a person in the American school system. So this is the vice principal. It's like, what are you? You can't. There's no running in the halls. No running in the halls. Stop it. It's not safe. All right, and so we are going to look, and apparently, according to this, we're going to examine his necktie, which I suppose is this here? Trying to see, like... Oh, yeah, okay, so it said we had to look at it twice. So on the second, it's like, oh, wait, what is this? Ah, what are you doing? So apparently from, you took a piece of paper from his shirt pocket, I guess, and the piece of paper is a pamphlet, like, you know, some sort of, you know, a promotional pamphlet, I guess, for an erotic video. Just the type of thing that a vice principal should have in his pocket, right? Give it back! Maybe I should tell everyone. So is this the way to get him to let us off, leave us alone? It's like, it's fine. I'll be taking my leave now. So we got the vice principal off of our case here by exposing the fact that he watches porn, apparently. Okay, so he ran away from us quite quickly, but if we don't hurry, Mizuho-chan might get home before we find her, and we don't want that, do we? So we're gonna move. Oh, and now we got somebody else. This is Kocho sensei, so this is like the actual school principal. And he's a little guy, isn't he? Look at him. Do we need to confess to the principal? Is that what we want? We want to confess to the principal? So, it's like, yep, you're Wamipo-kun, the transfer student. Good day. All right, if you have any problems, you know, make sure you come see me. You can talk to me about anything. That's the principal for you. All right, now that we've met the principal, I think maybe we're finally going to get to go to where we want. Oh, we gotta flip the disc. Let me, just in case something goes wrong with this, let me do a quick save state. So we had some technical problems flipping the disc earlier, but it doesn't look like we're going to have them now, which is good. Here we are in the music room. We got a grand piano here. So Mizuho-chan is there in front of the piano. Oh, Wamipo. Thanks for the phone call yesterday. It's like, I wonder if she's really Nakayama Miho. And so now, koe o kakeru, so like we're gonna talk to her, we're gonna say something. It's like, what should I call, or I think you're saying, I think this is like you asking yourself what you should call her, because if you were asking her what you should call her, you wouldn't be answering the question, right? So we can be a little more friendly, and we can say, Miho-chan, sort of, you know, outing her identity. Or we can say Takayama-san and not only be a little bit more respectful, but also call her by her proper name. We'll play this on the up and up here. We'll play the game, right? Nani? So it's like, oh, what? Oh, we're already flipping the disc. Look at this. I do remember, come to think of it, because when I did the footage capture for the book, I was playing this on real hardware, and I do remember having to get up and flip this disc a lot on an actual Famicom disk system. All right. I'm just looking ahead a little bit here. One moment. Okay. Let's see. It's like, thank you, like, really thank you for today. It really made me happy. So I guess maybe we had a conversation in there somewhere or something. And so now we get some dialogue choices. We get A or B. So the first one is, are you really Nakayama Miho? Or the second one is, I'd like for you to listen to what I have to say. So maybe like doing a little bit more setup, right? So we'll play the game. We'll do a little more polite way of approaching this. And so, oh, okay, sure, what? And now we get another dialogue choice. So, one second. Okay, so the second one is actually I've really come to know something not terrible, but like, you know, of importance. And the first one is I know that it's like I think he's saying like, even though I just transferred here, I know. So we're going to go with the first answer here. It's like, oh, really? Oh, no. And then it's like, but we haven't said what we know yet, right? And so our dialogue choices here are like, I really want to, like, you know, treasure you as my friend tomodachi te taisetsu ni shitai n da. And the second one, icha ikenai koto te iitaku na. It's like, I really want to say something that I shouldn't. So we are going to go with the friend answer, answer A. It's like, I really understand that feeling. And for our last one, we have, it's like, aren't you Nakayama Miho? We can go back to that one again. Or we can say, one second. Let's go to the Kimi no tsuchi mikata dattari shite. Hold on, I'm trying to parse out tsuoi mikata dattari shite. So like, I guess I feel like I'm missing something about the last part of these. So like he's saying the stuffed animal here, it's like, make that your, you know, make it your ally or something. I'm not really sure what he's going for there specifically. But we are going, but I think this is going to lead into the photo, like presenting this through the photo. Tsuane omamori ni shiteru. So she gets nervous, like it's her, she said earlier it was her good luck charm, her little stuffed guy that we gave back to her. So it's like, I actually get nervous when I take tests, and so this really helps me through that. It's like you really want to ask about the photo. And so it's just like, there's a photo I really want to show you. And so it looks like we're just going to kind of do it. It's like, how did you get this? Okay, so I guess he's not a journalist, he's a cameraman. My mistake. So journalism adjacent. So my older brother is a cameraman. ... Okay, I see. Well, I guess I can't hide it anymore. And so, you know, just as you're thinking, it's just as you think. And so she's like, and so, doshite kakushite no, it's like, if you're wondering why I hid it, I wasn't trying to fool I wasn't trying to fool everyone. I just wanted to, you know, I just wanted to keep it on the DL. It's like, I'm a 17-year-old girl, right? It's like I talk to my friends, I go on dates just like everyone else. And like I just wanted to have a regular school life like everyone else. So it's like I'm asking you to keep quiet about this to everyone, please. Like, of course, don't worry about it. We're not going to tell anybody, right? We wouldn't give her secret away. Thank you. Won't you want to walk home with me? It's like, hold on just a second. I'm going to go get my bag. Somehow I feel like reading this all in katakana is somehow going faster, which is crazy. But it really is so much harder to parse out. It's hard to overstate how much longer it takes to parse out in my mind when it's all in katakana. It's like, I wonder if I'm dreaming. She's actually Nakayama Miho. Here's the crew. Here's the Shimizu Erika crew. It's fancy meeting you here. Ichiobi. So this Sunday is my birthday. I'm having a birthday party, and I'm inviting you to my birthday party this Sunday. Is everybody available on Sunday? You gonna be able to make it to the birthday party? It's like, you know what happens if you miss it. So we're like low-key being threatened here. Yes, Starlight Midori Land. We'll see how long this game takes tonight. This may or may not be the only game we get through, but Noriko, I'll spoil it, is next up on deck after this one. But again, depending on timing here. I believe this is a longer game than Noriko, so I think this will take a little bit longer, but yeah, we're gonna get there for sure. I want to show Noriko because it's also very historically significant. Not in the same ways Tokimeki High School is, though. So shut up! Telling the crew to shut up. So please come. Oh, the Ojo-sama laugh. You keep pulling ones out that I don't know, Starlight Midori Land. Kagami no Kuni no Legendo. Does that also actually feature a pop idol or a musician? God, where were you when I needed you to like fact check my list of titles for the book when I was writing that? Where were you when I was writing that book? Yeah, we'll reasonably breeze through this with a guide, I think, but this may be the only one I have time for tonight. We may pick up Noriko next week, but we'll see. We're definitely going to try and push through this one tonight, though, even if I have to go a little bit later than normal here. I'd like us to see it through to the end. It's like, why did she invite me? Don't want to go. Don't want to go to the birthday party. I got plans. Oh, here's this guy. Here's Tsuji. It's like, what are you doing now? That doesn't really make much context in the sense of what he is saying. Okay, we're just moving on here. Yeah, basically the gist of what he's saying here is like, he's just like, I don't want you associating with her. I'm gonna remember this. Okay, this guy is a student. That's what it is. Okay, I forgot that from context, but yeah, he is the popular guy. And so he's like, keep your mitts off of her. And now he's gone. And what's with that guy? All right, finally we get some choices here. And here we will move. All right, okay, so he's here. What's he doing here? We're supposed to hand over the photos to him. Oh, that's a shashin of Miporin. Gimme, kure. It's like, nah, you can't have it. And apparently we're supposed to do this twice. Tease him more, I guess. You really want it that bad, huh? Gimme. He's making the grabby hands. It's like, all right, fine, I'll give it to you. Uhyo! Yatta! Okini! Like, oh yeah, thanks. He's got his photo. It's like, I've never been this happy. You're really a nice guy, aren't you? I'll pay you back for this someday. Just a photo, man. Take it easy. And now we are gonna talk to him. It's like everybody's gone home already. It's like, should we help him? Yeah, let's help him. I don't know what he's doing exactly, but let's help him. So we're gonna help ya. Thank you. And now... So like a lot of, I guess maybe he was like cleaning the classroom or something. I may have missed that. So some time passed. Helping him clean the classroom or whatnot. Oh, all right. So okay. And here's Miho, and we're actually seeing her name appear as Miho now, so secret's out, at least for us. It's like, oh, where were you? I was looking all over for you. Sorry. It's like, well, fine, I'll forgive you just this once. Let's go home. And so now it looks like we have some choices here. I am just looking at this. So we've got a thing where Tuscany. So we're a route where someone will come to save you. But we don't. She already showed up. So wait until she okay, maybe there was a condition that I didn't trigger or something. That's fine. So we're gonna go. And we walked home with her. So where should we start the conversation? Where should we begin? Okay. Where should we begin? Let's see what our choices are here. So, you got, work today? or saying it's been a long time since I walked home with a girl. So apparently the answer we want to go with is it's been a long time since I've walked home with a girl. I guess that's a little bit more, less focused on who she is, I suppose, right? Yeah, and so she's happy that you're treating her like a normal girl. So that's kind of exactly what she wanted. And so now, like, what is that? What do you mean by that? Or we can also go back to, oh, do you have work today? So I guess we're saying, well, what do you mean by that? Of course you're a normal girl. It's like I'm always treated especially because I'm a celebrity, and I don't like that. So we're doing what she wants here. So now, I'm your fan. I'm one of your fans after all, is A, or B is, hey, give it your best at your job. And so we're going to do B. It's like, I don't really want to hear about work or talk about work. It's like, A is, oh, well, what do you mean? What do you mean by that? Or B is, oh, sorry, I didn't mean anything by that. And we'll go B for this particular answer. And that seems to cheer her up because the music changed. Kagami no Kuni no Legend features Nori P2, Noriko Sakai, who, yeah, I'm familiar with that name. Pop singer who got arrested in 2009 for league. Yep, I actually remember hearing about that. Her career was, and I guess I didn't really follow up on her career at that point. But yeah, I do remember hearing the news when she got arrested. Yeah, drug use is, getting caught with drugs is no small thing in Japan, unfortunately. I think they really they're really more strict on it than they need to be even now, but I guess it is what it is, right? She's like, "Oh no, I'm sorry. You were just worried about me, right? Thank you for your consideration." And so now we can just, I don't know why you would respond to, what do you mean by that, when she says that? That just seems a stupid response to give at that point. And the second one is just like, I'm glad we were able to walk home together, which just seems like the obvious thing to say anyway, right? So we're going to say that. It's like, well, I don't have very many friends. So I'm really happy to be able to spend time talking to you. And then the first one is like, well, I'm your fan after all again. And the second one is, it's like, are you not able to, you're not able to, come to school very often, because of your job, presumably. So we're going to go with B. It's like, thanks for worrying about me. Like, I'll keep giving it my best. And A is, it must be tough being an idol. And the second one is asking her if she's free this Sunday. One day you should play I'm Sorry on stream and take us through the world of 80s Japanese political scandals. I do, you're talking about the arcade game I'm Sorry, I think, right? Or at least I kept running into that in the pages of Game Machine, like early pages of Game Machine, and I was like, what is this? Yeah, the Sega one. So I was actually pretty unaware of what it was. So there is a good chance that you could see that one day. And if that's about 80s Japanese political scandals, if I don't stream that, then who will stream that? So I think you can count on that happening at some point. We'll see how it is on kanji. I may have to do some prep work ahead of time for that, but that's okay. I'm willing to do that. And so I'm assuming we want to ask her if she's free on Sunday, which, if you remember, was the day of Shimizu Erika's birthday party. Keep that in mind. That may be important information for later. So, yep, are you free this Sunday? We're gonna go on a date. It's like, oh, it's actually my first day off in a long time. Why? Why do you ask? And so you only get one answer here. Kondo deito shite kureru? Would you go on a date with me? In what way? Okay, so yeah, this is where we get the face thing. So if you look in this, actually, I'm using the directional pad to switch these faces on the bottom of the screen. So like in certain dialogue choices, the face that you say it with matters. It gets a different reaction out of her. Because, I mean, I guess that's how it would be in real life, right? And so we want to use just a normal face, the normal kind of neutral expression, which is this one, futsu no kao. So we want futsu no kao, which is this one. It's like, oh, really? Oh, what should I do? It's like, well, okay, I'll make sure this Sunday is open. Let's meet at 2:00 at the cafe. So bye till then. 2:00 at the cafe, everyone. Don't be late. You don't want to let me putting down. All right, scrolling through my walkthrough here. All right. What happened with Noriko Sakai in 2009? Yeah, actually, Starlight Midori Land, you read my mind. The Pierre Taki one was the one that was fresh in my mind. Pierre Taki of one of the two members of Denki Groove, kind of a Japanese like electronic music sort of duo. They've been around for a while. But Pierre Taki did play a role in Judge Eyes, aka Judgment, which starred Kimura Takuya. It was one of those games made by the Ryuga Gotoku, the Yakuza team, that wasn't Yakuza specifically, or Like a Dragon as they call it now. And yeah, I played the version that I played that right after it came out because I was very interested in seeing what a game like that with Kimura Takuya was going to be like. So I made sure to play it like right away. And that scandal happened after I finished the game. Not long after, but after I finished the game. And so I guess they forced it in the updates. So like if you had an original install of it, you would have to not update, not agree to the update. So then you could keep Pierre Taki in there. And so actually, my PS4 does have an original unupdated version of that on there, so I could still play through it again with Pierre Taki. Pierre Taki was amazing in that game. The role that he played was fantastic. He did such a great job. I did not play the version after it, so I have no idea who the actor who replaced him, how good of a job they did. I'm sure they did a great job too, but Pierre Taki was so fantastic in that role. And not only did they strip him from the game, they for a period of time took all of Denki Groove's songs off of streaming services, off of digital services, completely pulled them. I mean, when these things, Noriko Sakai is a little bit of an exception because normally, I guess I should say idols are a bit of an exception. Idols' careers can actually get ruined. It sucks that that's the way the idol industry is, that it's like all you need to make is one mistake and we'll never forgive you. But when you're not an idol, when you're like a rock musician or something like that, you will be blackballed for a while, but all you have to do is apologize and wait. And eventually society or the industry or whatever will come back around and forgive you. Because Denki Groove's doing fine now. Like their stuff has been long since been reinstated. Pierre Taki was never put back into Judgment, But like, you know, the songs came back on streaming and whatnot. Now Pierre Taki, like most people have probably forgotten about that at this point. But my point of reference for that actually was Sakura, the original drummer for Larkenseal, who was kicked out of that group, and the group went on like a brief hiatus for, I believe, was it heroin? I don't remember. It was some kind of drug possession or drug use. And he got drugged through the mud for a while. He's been doing fine as a drummer for a long time. Like, you know, he's on good terms with the group and everything, and he drums for a lot of different projects. He's kind of a working musician, but he's been the drummer for Zigzo, who is active from time to time. Can't recommend Zigzo enough, and he's a great drummer. Too heavy of a punishment for drug possession or drug use, if you ask me. I say that as an American, where, you know, drug use or anything here means almost nothing, right? Like you're not really going to get into that much trouble if you're caught with drugs here and you're a celebrity. Other things you can do will get you into a lot of trouble, but not that. Time to stream the forbidden version? Yeah, maybe one day. Judgment is a long game, so I'd really have to be in for the long haul over many streams on that one. But yeah, maybe. Anyway, what do we got going on here? We're back at home. So it's Sunday. We're at Sunday, and we're looking forward to our date. And you're heading out of the house to the date. Ittekimasu. And you run out of the house. But at that moment, oh, we got some shady looking guys here. What are you guys? And the guys wearing black glasses says, just cooperate. Cooperate and you won't get hurt. So we got like secret agent type dudes or something here to like throw us into the back of a van or something. Stop it! Where are you taking me? We're a poor family, you know. We've got nothing. And so I think you've been like chloroformed or something because you gradually start losing consciousness. And we've been taken forcibly to the birthday party. Real rich girl tactics on display here, right? All right, so we wake up. We're like, where am I? This is Erika-sama's mansion. Yeah, you were going on a date with Takayama Mizuho, right? Like we're not about to let you do that. It's like I gotta get out of here. I gotta run. Oh, and here's the birthday girl. And we want to talk to her. I mean, we don't really want to talk to her, but we're gonna. It's like, oh, you've awoken, have you? Do you think this dress suits me? We actually get yes or no. You're right. That's true. Yeah, Miho doesn't have the little side hat. Does anybody know what those are? Does those have a name? Do the little stylish side hats have a name? That's true though. You're right. She doesn't have it. She's wearing a very lovely looking necklace here. The gloves seem maybe like a little bit much, but I don't know. What do I know about fashion? So we can say yes or no. The dress suits her, so I guess we're supposed to say yes here. We'll say yes. And just some cake. Seems a cake in like a teacup or coffee cup or something appears to have appeared on the table behind her there. It's like, that makes me so happy. Please, have some tea. And so I guess we can pick either A or B. which is drink the tea or eat the cake, or C is just refuse. Tea or cake? Well, I mean, why do we have to choose, right? We should be able to have both. They're meant to go together. I'm feeling a little hungry, so I'm gonna say cake since I can pick A or B. Oh, it's good. It's that just what I'd expect of for a rich person they get the good birthday cake. It's practically gourmet. It's so good, and I think I want this to be at the prisoner moment where all the food and drinks are drugged. Well, guess what? You're about to get your wish. Yeah, basically, maybe there's a better way of translating it, but she's put like a paralysis drug in the tea and the cake. So yes, she has absolutely drugged you. We have been drugged by the rich girl. It's like, I'm not gonna let you go home today. It's like, I've taken a liking to you. It's like, you'll be my boyfriend, right? We'll be together forever. It's like, well, we're trapped here with Erika, but we really need to get to our date with Miho-chan. What should we do? And so this is, I guess, asking to this is our response to the question, like, you'll be my boyfriend, right? So I guess we're saying yes. What other choice do we have, right? It's like, and so you're holding back your tears, as you say yes, thinking about Miho. God damn it. It's like, oh, I'm so happy. Here, have some tea. And so now, apparently, I mean, why would we eat why would we eat the drugged cake again, or drink the presumably drugged tea again? The original Dragon Quest V choice, but thou must. Or no, oh, you're not DQ5, you're referring to something else. I thought you were talking about but thou must. So we're apparently refusing this one. It's like, well, how about this? And so now Toru, so we can pick up something. Oh, because she put down a chicken. There's a chicken down there on the table. So I guess we can go pick up the chicken. This lovely piece of wall meat here. It's like, what am I picking this up as a souvenir? It definitely looks good. Looks delicious. So we're picking up the chicken, and oh, I remember what the chicken's for. Okay, I remember. All right, and so now we're running, which seems like we couldn't do that because it just said there was a paralysis drug at play, but okay, let's just say run. It's like, oh, do you think you can run away? Somehow maybe the paralysis wasn't complete because we didn't also drink the tea, perhaps? So somehow we've managed to make it out to the garden. But there's a dog! The vicious attack dog. Alex, go! So her attack dog's name is Alex. Catch him! And the dog says, Wang Wang, go go! And so, what we're doing now is we're using the chicken that we picked up, and we're giving the dog a nice little treat here. Wang Wang, umeya! Wait, the dog says umeya when he eats the chicken? Okay, sure. Yeah, so you've managed to slow the dog's movement, so you're now able to run away. Because it looks like the paralysis drug took hold on him. Why it didn't work longer on you, I don't know, but... It's like, okay, I've got to hurry. You've got a date to get to. Ooh, I won't forget this, says Erika as you run away from her palatial estate. All right, and here we are at the cafe that we were supposed to have met at 2 o'clock, but I suspect we're well past 2 o'clock at this point. And Miho-chan does not seem to be here. Yeah, why would she be, right? We're late. It's already 6 o'clock. Oh, man. There's just no sign of her at all. So we missed her. You were too late. Oh, there's Aniki. Worn out cameraman Aniki. So he's loafing around. I assume we're going to talk to him. Yes, we are. It's like, what's wrong? You don't look so good. You got a call from Takayama-san. All right, get that number again, everyone. Here it is again. Everybody got it? All right. It's like it's a misunderstanding, Miho-chan. So we're gonna probably give her a call here. And from that day, Takayama Mizuho did not show up at school again. No one knows where she is. And if you ask whose fault it is, it's your fault. It's your fault. It's your fault she stopped coming to school. This is what I was going to say, but it doesn't seem to be your fault this time, Wamipo. I actually just now noticed that I did not enter that as Wamipo. I entered it as Wamipe. Oops. Even though you were thinking of her, it's really all a pity. It's like, dude, I think we might be talking to her, reading a message from her or something. But yeah, make sure you find yourself a nice girlfriend. How dare you, right? Hello, spouse. Hello, Mrs. Ubersaurus. I know your name, but I won't say it here just in case we don't want it record it for the public. Hello. Though it is funny, I think calling you Mrs. Ubersaurus is very funny, so I might actually do that in person one day. To your face. Oh boy. It's like, even so, it was such a pity, like, to think that I got this chance with to go on a date with a super idol and I missed it. But it seems as though several days later, a letter from Miho-chan showed up. So what is the letter? Okay. It's like, Wamipo, I'm really sorry. I wasn't thinking of your feelings, and I heard about the situation with Erika from Sadakichi, the goofball who hangs out with him. I'd like to see you again. I really would. So, how about this Friday at that same cafe? I'll be waiting for you. Hugs and kisses, Miho. So, oh, she understood what happened after all. Like, when did Sadakichi tell her about this? Like, it's so touching I could cry. So we get one more chance. We get one more date. One more chance at a date. Here she is. She's at the cafe this time now. It's like, Wamipo, I'm... Okay, we're going to go into close-up mode. We're going into big mode. Nakayama Miho big mode. There we go. And now she's a little sad. Miho-chan. Oh, and now we get some dialogue choices. So we've got, like, you idiot for A. Or B, like, it really hurt me. Or C, Hitonoki mo shiranai de. So, like, without even thinking about me, or just, silence. So I guess we're doing ... is the way we should proceed through this particular dialogue choice. We're going to do... And so, again, we're picking the face, right? And the one we want here is the kind of frowny face one. Not that one. This one. The maybe sort of like angry one. I don't know if that you can really call that angry or not, but whatever it is. All right, so we're going to do this one. It's like you won't even say anything to me. And so now we can do these other choices. It's the same choices again. And so now I guess we're gonna call her an idiot with a normal face. So yeah, that's just her normal face there. It's like, I'm really sorry. And we were just joking, because the first one is Nante Jodan-sa. It's like, no, it was just a joke. The second one is rubbing it in, like, if you reflected on your mistakes, and the third one is like, it's enough. So we're all having fun here. It was just a joke, Wamipo. I said such a terrible thing to you. Won't you, I can't ask you to forgive me. But still, I want you to forgive me, because I've been lonely. Will you forgive me? We'll forgive her. But just this once, we'll forgive her. Right? Even though I don't think she really did that much wrong, but there was a kind of enough responsibility to go around here, I guess. Thanks. But after all... It's painful seeing you after all this time. Goodbye. And so... did I mess something up here? Oh no, wait, never mind. I did not mess something up here. I was just looking at the wrong thing. So we can call her an idiot again, or we can say, you don't understand how I feel. So we're gonna go with you don't understand how I feel with a straight face. Most of these answers are straight face, I remember being like, oh, for having like this system where you're changing the faces, like the golden route or whatever is really just like straight faces most of the time. Wamipo! Like, please, don't stop crying. Don't cry. Sure. So things are going back to normal here. We're over the we're over the spat. What? Who could that be? We've got someone suspicious entering here. So at the entrance to the cafe, there's a suspicious-looking man. Who could that be? Ah, he left. Who was it? Who was it? And apparently it just doesn't matter. Kimi ga warui wa... Well, let me see what the next line of dialogue is. Oh, yeah, she's saying it felt... What a weird guy. It felt weird. Yeah, he could. It's very up in the air who he was actually here for, right? Okay, I'm gonna have to look at that bot because that bot is spitting out messages, multiple messages at the same time, and it shouldn't be. Anyway, let's see here. So after this, we have a few different answers we can give, like, I wonder who that was. I wonder if it was a reporter, or I wonder what we should do if it was a reporter, because, you know, it's very taboo for idols to, even now, it's very taboo for idols to be spotted in public with, like, a boyfriend or a girlfriend or whatever. And the third one is, it's okay, I'm here with you, and that's the one we're gonna do. Yeah, thank you. And then we can say, don't worry, you don't need to worry about it anymore. And it's like, if they, you know, next time I see him, I'll beat him up. We're gonna go with the first answer here. It's like, well, this is a date after all. Let's talk about something else. And she seems to have, you know, regained her good mood. And so we can only ask one thing here. We can say, what do you think of me? What are your feelings for me? And we're just doing it with a normal face again. It's like, what are you asking that so suddenly? And she kind of laughs. It's like, yeah, now that you mention it, sorry, I got mad at you so suddenly earlier. I didn't know that you were helping Sadakichi clean the classroom. Yes, he is very he's very unenthused in pretty much everything, to be honest. He's just the whole time just kind of staring into space. It's like, you're actually a really kind person after all. And okay, you only get one thing you can ask her here. It's like, tell me what type of guy you like. What's your type? And I guess we're gonna get to this one straight face too. Yep, we sure are. Let's see. A kind person. Yasashii hito. Oh, is it that time already? Sorry, I gotta go. Forgive me, or yeah, you know, forgive me. Let's meet up again. Here's Aniki again. He's spacing out like usual. It's like, you're already going on a date? Good job. And then we got her number. I mean, does her phone number change every time? I know it's all in service of the mechanic of having you call numbers, but boy, that's... She has like a burner home phone or something. All right, so we're going to talk to him again. It's like, what? You're still here? It's rare to see you around here these days. He's kind of making fun of you for being like a playboy. It's like, you gotta, let me give you some advice. You gotta give her a present. It doesn't matter what it is. Doesn't matter for what reason. Just give her something that she likes. And hand it to her at the appropriate time. Okay, so it's like, yeah, I should listen to him because he's my brother, but a present? Let's see here. So we're gonna go, I believe, back to the cafe here. Going on another date. So he looked up what Miho likes. And he has a present with a ribbon on it. And he hopes that she will like it. And she hasn't showed up to the cafe yet. How long ago did you play through this one, Ted Bob? I know I'd heard you mentioned it before, but curious. I mean, I assume there's probably an English fan translation for it as well. Which probably would have been easier if I would have just patched that, but I decided, no, I'll flex my muscles a little bit, exercise that Japanese part of my brain. Even though I forgot it was all in katakana, or sorry, hiragana, so now I'm a little bit regretting it, but last summer, okay. And here she is. Thank you for waiting. So where should we go? Where are we going on our date? So we've got the department store. We've got the park. Or no, sorry, the amusement. UNC. Yeah, like an amusement park. Or the movie theater. And so apparently we want to go to the movie theater here. Eiga-kan. It's like movie's probably going to start soon, so we should hurry up and go. What movie were we going to see again? Okay, we get to pick the movie. Based on the timing, it's entirely possible you're going to see Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. God, I hope so. So these are all parodies of existing movies, because I recognize at least one of them. Miho to no Sogu. Trying to see what... I have no idea what movie title this is referencing. I'm trying to remember what the name, like Encounters with Miho. Stand By Miho, obviously a Stand By Me reference. Tokimeki High School, which is just, the name of the game. Onnen no Yakata, Chi no Ike Jigoku. So clearly because you've got the word mansion in there, and you've got Chi no Ike Jigoku. So blood sacrifice hell kind of thing. So clearly some sort of horror movie type deal. We are going to, I think I saw it was Stand By Miho. Yeah, that's the most clever pun anyway. So why not go with that one? It's like she doesn't get to see too many movies, so she's really looking forward to it. Unfortunately, it is not Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure, it seems. That would have also been a fine choice. Okay, so we've arrived at the movie theater. It's a little bit crowded, but we somehow managed to find some empty seats. Because remember, these are back in the days of before being able to pre-buy movie tickets. Like, you had to go to the theater and buy your ticket and hope there was enough open seats. I don't miss that. It's like she's really happy. It looks like she'd be it looks like she'd be willing to receive a present. Oh, okay, so apparently this was a movie that she is in. I guess if the title is Stand By Miho, it makes sense, but it's like, this is the first time seeing one of my own movies. You think, I feel like she probably would have liked to see a movie that she wasn't starring in, but, you know, what do I know? We're gonna talk. So, like, let's talk in, like, a hushed voice. And so we've got a couple answers, or a couple things we can say here. Like, the first one is, aren't you embarrassed to be seeing your own movie? And it's like, and the second one is basically like, oh, well, we can't talk while the movie's going, right? Girl a bit full of herself, I see, right? Yeah. Why would she even have agreed to that? Like, I don't know. It's like maybe thrilling in some way or something. I don't know. It seems kind of weird, but again, whatever. What do I know about any of that? And we're supposed to say, we probably shouldn't ask her if she's embarrassed. So we probably should say, oh yeah, we can't talk while the movie's going, right? It's like, okay, yeah, let's talk afterward. Like, oh, it's about to start. But I think we're supposed to give her the present here. Yeah, you already don't like listening back to yourself on podcasts. Yeah. I feel like I've done enough editing of my own voice to where I've gotten over. I mean, I don't like listening to myself, but I've come to peace with it, right? But yeah, I also don't listen. I don't tend to listen to like Retronauts episodes that I guest on or anything like that. Because it's like, I was there. I remember it. I don't need to hear it again. Yeah, Stand By Me was somehow popular in Japan at the time in the 80s, 90s, that Final Fantasy 15 had a reference to it. Yep. And one of the trailers was a cover of Stand By Me by Florence and the Machine. Yeah, that's a really good observation, actually. Yeah, people in Japan definitely know the movie Stand By Me. Like, it's at least if you're of a certain age, right? Okay, so we're gonna hand over the present. Presento. I wonder if she'll accept it. It's like, will you accept this, Miho-chan? For me? I wonder what it could be. Is it okay if I open it? Oh no, don't open it now. It'd be too embarrassing. Ah, she opened it. Ah. Oh, it's a music box. Orugoru. What a wonderful looking music box. Thank you. I'll treasure it forever. Orugoru. I'm trying to remember where I learned that the word Orugoru was like a music box. It must have been from a song lyrics or something. Yeah, she was happy. She liked it. All right. Now that she's been happy with the presents. Oh, we're supposed to give her a kiss. Give me a kiss. This might be my chance. Miho-chan. Kya! Eh? I haven't even done anything yet. Wah! What could it have been? It's these guys again. And suddenly, the guys from earlier have appeared. Mitawasa. You guys again. Yeah, who? And then Miho is shrieking like, who are you guys? They're Erika's bodyguards. It's like they followed us here. They tailed us. It's no use hiding, Takayama Mizuho. We know your true identity. Do they? Do they look like the hockey players from NES Ice Hockey? Man, now I gotta go back and look at that. I mean, Nintendo was involved in both of them, so it might make sense. It might make sense. Yeah, so this is punishment for, I don't know if bullying is the right word, but messing with Erika. It's like, don't stop, she has nothing to do with this. And you're kind of trying to cover her. It's like, let's run away. We're running. Wait, hold on. 私は札幌でコンサートだからそこから連絡するね. So like I have a concert in Sapporo, so I'll like contact you from there. Thanks for the present. It was really fun. So I guess she's gonna dash off. All right, so we both ran away, and she headed off to get to her concert in Sapporo. We avoided the hockey men from NES Ice Hockey. Let's see, how much longer do I have on this? Shouldn't be too bad. I should be able to get through this tonight, I think. Where did I just leave off? Eiga-con, there we are. Okay, cool. All right, so we're back at home, and this is the next day. You are waiting for Miho to call you at this point. It's like, she hasn't called me yet, huh? That's weird. Oh, I'm hanasuing. I'm talking to Mom. It's like, hey, has anyone called for me? Oh, sorry. You were in the bath. I wrote the number down over there, right? Where? Like, shut up. Did you look for it? Did you even look for it? And so I think we're probably gonna look, and we're gonna look... What, like under here? Where is it? We're looking... Apparently, I remember this one being kind of hard to find. How familiar are you with this idol? Fairly familiar. I mean, it's always tough for Japanese idols, right? Because, like, when you get popular here, you don't typically get popular as like a singer and an actor or an actress, right? It's like you don't tend to. I mean, there's definitely examples of it, but you don't tend to get both. So I'm trying to think 80s, like kind of 87. I'm trying to think who I could even really compare her to. And someone who went from idol to like more kind of like, serious actress, like respected actress kind of deal. I'm trying to think who a person like that would be as a good analog. If anybody else has any ideas just based on that, you know, kind of general description, I'd be interested to hear what you think as well. Yeah, it's saying look at like the bottom of the screen, and I'm kind of poking around here and I'm not finding anything yet. But it does also say it's pretty hard to find. Might have to pull up a video or something if I can't find it here. Because, I mean, there's certainly nothing on the ground that, like, looks like... Just reading this again. Yeah, it says, there's a note in here that says, it's pretty severe. Like, it's hard to find. I might pull up a video real fast and see if anybody can give me, like, the exact spot, because, like, I'm not just gonna click on, like, every pixel here. That's absurd. I must have found something, I must have found something somewhere the first time I did this. This is some pixel hunting bullshit. I am not a fan of this. Let me just pull up a video here and try to figure out what absurd place on the screen I'm supposed to be clicking on. All right, here we go. Let's see where they click. And how long it will actually take them to find it. Wait, hold on. Oh, okay, it might be... Yeah, the guy who... If this is actually where it is, this is like a bad... He gave me some bad advice. It seems like he's kind of clicking around, like kind of like her apron. Oh yeah, here we go. So, oh, sorry, it was in the pocket of my apron. I forgot. I must have used a different walkthrough for this last time. That actually said where it was. There's our number. And the next day, I gotta hurry up and get to school. There he is. It's horrible. Nakayama Miho home, and now he's apparently figured out that Takayama Mizuho is actually Nakayama Miho. How did it get out? Was it Erika's doing? It's like, I don't know why I didn't notice. Oh, there's the principal. It's like, oh, what a mess. I wanted to, you know, I wanted to help her. And the vice principal. Oh, what a panic. I was opposed to all this from the beginning. No way, it's so unbelievable. Everybody's commentating. It's like, that's what you get for disrupting someone's party. And this guy. What did you do to Erika? I won't let this go. Oh, changing the disc again. There we go. Flipping the disc. Back in the music room. And here... Tataku, so tataku is like to hit or to strike. So we're striking the piano. Are we not hitting it there? Where are we hitting the piano at exactly? The right edge of the keyboard piano, or the piano keyboard specifically. So maybe like here. The sound is weird in this part. So I assume we're going to look at it, we're going to investigate it. It's a very big piano. Okay, that's not... I did actually look at the same spot that I hit in, I thought. A little above, okay. Okay, like a lot above, I would say, actually, according to this image. Right here. And then we're gonna take... What are we taking? Her locker key. Miho-chan's locker key is here in the piano. I don't know why that would be, but it is. So now, presumably, we're gonna go to her locker and root through all of her belongings. Alright, so now that we're here, we're looking at, it looks like this locker right here. Takayama Mizuho is written on the locker, so we found her locker. And I assume we're going to use our key here. It looks like a normal key, but this is Miho-chan's locker key. We know. Is that not what I need to do? Oh. Wait a second, hold on. Yeah, I'm using the locker key. What? So hold on. Oh, Akeru, do I have to open it now? No, okay, it's locked, so... Is this one, right? Right? Yep, okay. 普通の鍵のようですが、これは美穂ちゃんのロッカーの鍵です。なくさない。Yeah, no, I would like to use it. Oh, that's look. Ah, okay, my bad. So tsukau is what I need to use. My fault. There we go. So there's a bag inside. So we're gonna take the bag. I'm gonna root through her stuff, like I said. What could be in it? So now we're going to look at the blue bag. A sweater is inside. It must be one that Miho-chan knitted herself. I mean, maybe. She made it for me. Okay. Now that we've done that, I think we need to look at the sweater. And we found a phone number in the pocket of the sweater. So now we're going to move. We're coming up on the ending here. We're on the home stretch. We're flipping the disc like you do. And it's Christmas Eve, and Miho has not arrived. So I guess we're supposed to look at the sweater. Yes, she knitted it for me. It's very, very important. It's very warm. Here's the waitress. Ah, what a nice sweater. Did your girlfriend knit that for you? Oh, are you Wamipo perhaps? Someone named Takayama left a message for you earlier, or, you know, called and left a message for you earlier telling you to wait for her. Okay. And so I guess we can order Chumon Suru. So you ordered some coffee. Here it comes. So we're gonna drink it. Maybe she is. Yeah, maybe it was her turn to go to the birthday party this time. And she's like, you know what? Eating drugged cake and drinking drugged tea is way better than going on a date with this loser. It's like, what? It's so lonely, you know, drinking coffee by yourself. I disagree. It's lovely drinking coffee by yourself. I wonder if Miho-chan will hurry up and get here. And before you know it, the cup is emptied. So we're gonna order another one. Keep ordering coffee. Keep drinking coffee. We're gonna drink it. And of course, it's lonely drinking coffee by ourselves. Blah, blah, blah. Cup's empty. And I think we got to do this 3 times. Yes, 3 times. 3 coffees in. This guy's got the jitters. And his date's finally arrived. Oh, here she is. Like, sorry, you've been waiting for a while, haven't you? Oh, forget that. Thank you for the sweater. Close up to, oh, not close up time yet. I'm not very good at knitting, but I'm glad that you're happy with it. I was really it makes me really happy. I'll treasure it forever. Sorry I'm late. My job ran long today and I wasn't able to get out earlier than this. Is it okay now? Yep, I cut out right in the middle. So she skipped out on work after all. Like, is it okay? Is it like you're not actually supposed to be here? I think we're gonna go into big mode now. There we go. There's big mode. It's like it was in the middle of rehearsal, so like my manager's probably panicking right now. And then we get some choices. We've got, it's not right to, worry people like that. And B is like, I'm happy that you came, but, you shouldn't be doing things like that. And the third one is, yeah, you chose me. We're going to go with B, I'm happy, but you shouldn't do things like that. And we get to actually change our facial expression for once to the frowny one. We get to pick the frowny one. think that's the right one. Number 3. Right. Yep, that's the one. So, mrr. But I wanted to see you. And here we can say, but actually I'm really glad to see you. And it's like, well, does that mean you like me? And, let's see, we're gonna do the first one, A here. And we're gonna do it with a normal face this time. Yeah, this last bit is where the faces are a little bit, you get to choose more of them. It's like I wasn't sure when I was going to be able to see you again. And I'm not sure when I'm going to be able to see you again. So the first one is what's going to happen with us. And the second one is like you're feeling a little bit lost right, or no, sorry. Mayoteru. Yeah. You're seeming a little bit lost right now. Normal expression. It's like I was thinking of, cutting this off, but I really like my job. It was a dream of mine since I was a kid. But thinking about not being able to see you again is painful. It's like, no, I gotta say this straight. Yeah. Do you like me? This is Miho asking us this. And so we can, different answers give us the 2 different ending paths. So let's see here. I think what's happened is that, let me just confirm something here. Oh, yeah. Okay, so these set us on different ending paths. So like answer A, answer B. Answer A, which is, of course, I love you, gives us, or sets us on the blue ribbon ending path. And the second answer, which is, I actually have really come to dislike you, sets us on the red ribbon path. So for this one, I feel like we'll go blue for this one. I'll do a save state here, just in case we ever wanna come back to this. We'll be nice. And of course, we're just gonna do this with the most straight, boring face imaginable. I don't know myself. It's it may be a selfish thing to ask for, but hearing your feelings first. My feelings for you right now are, trying to suss out the direction this went in here, because I thought we just asked, she was just asking us, which she did because we got to make a face there. And now, let's see where this put us. I am trying to find this set of questions here. Oh, okay, yeah, sorry. All right, I got it now. So we've got, like, let's cut this off until things settle down. We've got, I like you, but we've got to call it here. And I want you to retire from the entertainment world, which would be a very, very selfish thing to ask, wouldn't it? So it looks like we're going B. B with a troubled face. So we actually get to do an expression now. The troubled face is I think this one. Yeah. And she's like, no, was it a lie when you said that you liked me? And so I think what we're doing here is we're changing our answer because she's expressed that, you know, her job is taking up a lot of time and blah, 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 and we don't want her to feel like we're pulling her away from her job or whatever, right? I wasn't lying. I do love you, but, you know, it's no good for you this way. I don't want you to have to stop being an idol. And she says, I feel the same way. I'm gonna think about it to myself. And you say, if you need me, just give me a call. I don't know when we'll see each other again, but goodbye. Ah, this guy. Let's see here. So, where are we when he appears? Oh, oops. Didn't get to see that one in time. Komatta, komatta. So the vice principal is freaking out again. This place was such a peaceful school until you transferred here. It's like, what's wrong? Cheer up. Get it together. Principal's giving you a pep talk. We just got apologies going on here for something. Yes, yes, yes. Here's our favorite crew again. Okay, this sounds pretty creepy, but it's like we got to go on a date with the guys in black sunglasses. Okay. Good for you. Here's Erika. Don't mind them. They're no good. They're just looking out for me. I didn't mean for it all to go this far. But I liked you, she says. It's like, don't worry, I won't, you know, mess with you guys. I just wanted you to understand. Is there anything I can do? And this guy again. Like, forgive Erika. It's like, we're all friends here, right? All right, come on, people. Let's get on with it here. Moichido, Miho-chan. I want to see Miho-chan just one more time. That's right. I'll call her. We got I don't know where this number came from, but we got it from somewhere. And she returned to her Miho returned to her old life as an idol. And she's on TV again today. But she hasn't forgotten about us. Just listen to her song. She's singing it for you. Okay, this is actually not the ending that I got the first time. But I guess this is also a good ending. I got one with like a motorcycle chase at the end or something, so I guess that's going down the other path. This one's definitely like a little bit more low-key. Okay. It still wants us to flip over the disc afterward, so let's see what's going on here. We're waiting. Chotomateing. Okay, back to the title screen. So, yep, we do have the blue present there, actually. So that is one of the endings. What we might... What am I looking at on time here? I think what we'll do here is we will... let's see. We will call this here for tonight. Maybe next time I'll do the other ending, because the other ending is a little bit more interesting, I feel like. But I am a little bit up against time. So we'll go ahead and switch that back. But what I might do, I don't have a plan yet for Tuesday, so I'll be back streaming again next Tuesday and Thursday as usual. Thursdays I wanted to dedicate to these games. I'm gonna have to think about it. I might use Tuesday to do kind of some cleanup here, because I was thinking tonight I could originally get through Nakayama Miho and also the next one I was going to do, which is Noriko. I might use Tuesday to do that. And then, since we'll be able to get through this this last ending of Nakayama Miho fairly quickly, and Noriko is a pretty quick game, we might just be able to fit in some bonus, non-Japanese idol games in after that. And so maybe I'll just do two of these type of streams next week with, maybe a little bonus at the end. And then we'll go back to 1-and-1 like the following week is what I might do. I forgot that Nakayama Miho was a little bit longer, even as I was, thinking that, I'm going to have to be translating this as I go along, even though the dialogue's pretty straightforward. Because I do want to get to some kind of the more interesting games like this. Not that these aren't interesting, but there's some real crazy ones coming up as we get into a little bit further down the console generation line here that I think people really like. So I want to get into those. So that's going to be it for me for tonight. Hope to see everybody back again next week. Have a good weekend. I am going to be working a little bit more on the next longer form YouTube video that I am going to try to release this month for Final Fight. Doing some interviews this weekend, which will be fun. And yeah, looking forward to putting a little bit more time on that. Idol Hakkendong. I'm gonna have to take some notes here. Because you all are throwing stuff at me that I didn't know. Idol Hakkendong. And then I'll go back and I'll go back after and I'll record the one that Starlight Midoriland shared earlier, which is Kagami no Kuni no Legend. These are all ones I need on the list for possible exploration. And yeah, that's it for me for tonight. So thanks everybody for tuning in. Appreciate you coming by as always, and see you next week. Bye-bye.